You're listening to the Two Dumb Babies Secret Podcast, available every week on Patreon and every other week on YouTube and wherever else you listen to podcasts. And now, for the intro.
I would like all of you to know we're not in this together.
All right.
I did it. Let's go.
All right. Cool. Cool, dude. Cool, man.
The perfect way to start a podcast. You just
Wasn't
angrily
doing
throwing
anything.
your phone onto the
Wasn't doing anything.
onto the
whatever.
couch.
I guess we're fucking podcasting.
Hey, man, you said you were ready.
I am ready. Ready to fucking leave, dude. I'm out of here. This place sucks.
Yeah, you don't look ready.
What?
You don't sound ready.
I'm ready.
Your hair's disheveled.
That's because I just scratched my head. That's because it's
Looks like you
I
were
moved
pulling
my
your hair
around.
out. You're like, I'm not ready.
Yeah, I'm really itchy.
No,
it's
that's
my
how
hair
ready
that's
I am.
causing it.
Yeah.
It's these goddamn plugs.
Why is your
dude.
hair
Do
so...
you smell it?
Yeah. Did you
fucking
solder
hair
them in before this?
No, they're rotting, I think. Dude. They didn't do a good job.
Old plugs.
My scalp is rotting.
You're like, they're living hair plugs?
Yeah, exactly.
Or like the
You know,
holes
it's like when
too
a girl
big.
leaves a tampon in for too long. It's like whatever, something shock. That's what I'm getting. But in my head.
How big are the hair follicles? They're just like...
Dude, they're clumps. Fucking clumps of hair.
This is back in the beginning. Or they're like, how many hairs do you want? You're like most of them. They're like,
Yeah.
it's one hair is $10. You're like, I'll take 20 hairs,
I'll take
please.
I'll take a hair. I'll take two.
You
I'm on
just
a
slowly
budget.
start
Yeah.
patching it in.
Like, I want to get a full arm sleeve, but I don't have the money yet, so I'm going to do a bunch of little ones.
Yeah.
Put it to your hair.
I saw just a quick video on how dolls' hair is put in recently. It's just like a dude holding... It could be a lady, too. It doesn't have to be a dude. But, it's someone...
Good. Equal opportunity. It's probably a robot, honestly.
the hair thing.
It can be
someone,
any gender of robot.
It's someone just like taking the doll and just twisting it like that as just this crazy sew machine, cotton candy machine looking thing just shoots fucking hair follicles at it.
What?
It's
I
wild.
wonder if you can get, like, stabbed with it.
It looked dangerous to me. It looked like it was harpooning the head really fast.
Rough day at the factory today. I got
Yeah.
my hairy-ass hand. That is horrible. I wish I was killing cows like my cousin.
Yeah.
That sucks ass.
He just has flashbacks anytime he sees a kid with a doll. He's like, I fucking hate you and your stupid doll. You wanting to play with it.
Yeah. You're supporting fucking death trap working conditions.
Yeah, how many
You fucking
workers
robber baron.
been
You're
hurt?
like yelling. She's like a little kid.
I don't know what
What
robber
does
baron
that
is.
mean?
Cops and robber barons? Yeah, something like that.
Robber baron sounds like a Sour Patch Kid or what is it, Salad Patch Kid? I can't remember what it was. Cabbage Patch Kid.
Oh, Cabbage Patch. I was like, Sour Patch Kid's a thing.
Yeah.
Salad Patch Kids? That was the off-brand.
I was born in the 90s, dude. We were beyond those by the time those rolled around.
Yeah, I think I was even beyond Cabbage Patch Kids. My sister had them, but I didn't. Like, I don't think they were really. Those were like 80s, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, that seems like they were just like overweight kids. You know, like, isn't this hilarious?
These kids are fed cabbage. They're horribly they're horribly fed. Like homeless.
Aren't these dolls crazy? And they're just like kind of fat.
Their belly shows.
Yeah,
That was the
exactly.
funny thing. Their shirts don't fit.
Yeah, they sure don't, because they're so huge. No wonder everyone had an eating disorder and was doing coke all through the 80s. You look like a fucking Salad Patch Kid.
You need to be a Salad Patch Kid. Those were the Barbies.
Yeah, exactly. You look like a Cabbage Patch Kid. You're like, I'm 30 pounds overweight. I know, you're fucking huge.
I'm doing my best.
You look disgusting.
The original name was Morbidly Obese Kids, and they're like, no, we can't.
Yeah, no,
we can't do that.
Yeah, it was just called Chunky Losers. They had to change it.
They're like, marketing says it's a little too mean.
The focus groups love it, but I think people at the top are saying it's a little too far.
There's some high kids from the mall
Yeah.
at the focus groups just like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, chunky losers, yeah. I know some chunky losers.
I know some chunky I beat
no,
up a few
that's not
chunky
what we're
losers
trying to
back
do.
in my day. They're like, well, these are a kid's toy. I don't know why we have a bunch of 16-year-old stoners at this focus group.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you hung out, like at a mall, if you were smoking weed back then.
Did you ever have focus group things hit you up at malls? I remember those.
No.
They'd be like, hey, do you guys want to come take a survey thing? Or
I think that was all in Oahu, man. That was the big leagues.
Yeah.
The big city in Oahu.
Maui didn't
have anything like that. No, dude. We were forgotten about. You want to do that, you gotta go be a city boy in Honolulu.
Like that you have to travel across water to be a city boy.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have nothing like that. It was the Ala Moana Mall. It was the biggest mall in Oahu.
Yeah.
And I bet they had stuff like that going on.
Probably. At least for movies.
Yeah. That was where you had to fly to Oahu to buy a chain. If you wanted a chain.
Like a chain wallet?
No, like a
or
chain.
Like a necklace?
I knew so many kids who flew to Oahu. And you're like, look at my necklace. And you're like, how do we not have one of these in Maui?
No one owned a
jewelry store. Why'd you fly to it? Really? Like, we don't have heart surgeons or jewelry stores for some reason. Gotta fly to Oahu.
One seems a little more important than the other, but you know,
one makes more sense than the other. Too. Like, it's a small. I guess if you're a heart surgeon, you want to be in the nicer hospital. I guess.
Yes.
You know? I don't know.
What if you could be just like an
super
on-call?
shitty.
I bet if you were just the one heart surgeon of Maui,
you'd be a fucking
you'd make pretty good
millionaire,
money.
Dude.
Yeah.
You'd like,
and you get to live in Maui.
Yeah, exactly. Why wouldn't you want to? We do need heart surgeons. If there are any heart surgeons that watch, I doubt it.
I hope. Yeah, probably not. Not
Maybe.
our fan base,
I don't know.
How come?
I'm not saying the fan base is stupid. I'm just saying it's not heart surgeons.
Yeah.
Like people who read the New York Times and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We're not a crossword puzzle podcast.
We're possibly a Sudoku podcast.
Yeah, we're a Sudoku puzzle podcast. We're not hitting the big crossword.
Possibly regular
Bill Clinton
puzzles.
doing the fucking
jigsaw
crossword
puzzles.
while talking to people. Yeah, exactly. We're Sudoku's hard. It's not easy. If you're stupid, it's probably really difficult.
We're the family member of someone who does a crossword puzzle, and they ask you a super obscure question that relates to your interests.
Yeah,
you know?
We're like a cousin went to NYU podcast, but we didn't. Is NYU a good school even? I don't know. It's just weird.
It was at one time, I think.
Where rich
I don't know
people
if it
go,
is
I
still.
think.
Yeah,
I don't think it's anything
New
good.
York.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good
Georgetown.
film
Georgetown
school
is
stuff.
good.
Georgetown just sounds like a racist school to me.
I know, probably. Dude. Brown? That's like the opposite of Georgetown.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the opposite.
It's the inverse thing.
Yeah.
On the same side.
I guess.
But it can't be racist 'cause it's brown.
I'm sure it could be racist.
I bet it's a little racist.
I feel like almost all universities at one time were pretty racist.
Yeah, exactly. Like even HBCUs when they were run by white people.
Yeah. they were
at some point
they were given over during Jim Crow times. They're like, here, you can have these universities.
Yeah. Why is education always like? It's always like brought along by evil almost. Like it's never a fucking.
Well, it's always for the elite. Like.
Yeah, that's true.
It started out for the elite, and ultimately, good school is still for the elite. If you talk to someone who went to a private high school versus someone who went to public high school, the difference in knowledge is astounding.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I didn't even, like, my girlfriend went to a private school out here.
Yeah.
And she was, doing college papers and stuff, and she's like, I did this stuff in high school.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't do nothing close to that, dude. I'm like, not even...
I had a war veteran teacher who gave us not crossword puzzle. He gave us word searches. I
had 4 different teachers that I had while I was there molest somebody in my public school.
Damn.
4 different ones. That's a public school thing. You know what I mean? They vet a little harder in private schools.
And they keep it quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
If you go to a Catholic school, it probably happens, but it's swept under the rug.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not news.
We had a police officer with a golf cart. That's the kind of school I went to.
We had one of those.
Yeah,
people used to run from him because he was also fat and couldn't chase you.
I know. We never had any in shape high schoolers.
You just go
security guards.
You just run onto the lawn. He can't. The golf cart doesn't work on there too well. It's a shitty golf cart. Yeah.
Those tires don't have any grip.
Hop one fence. and then mock him.
Yeah, we had a bunch of like older, like just big Hawaiian guys.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, you can run away, but you got to come back eventually. And that's kind of what their philosophy was. There's so many times, dude. It was this dude, I want to say his name was Kevin. I can't remember his name. He was this big,
It sounds like Kevin.
yeah, he was this big security guard. And multiple times coming to school or leaving school, you'd see him like kind of chasing somebody lacklusterly, one-handed, just kind of driving after him. And some kid just sprinting away. Like he's been doing it for 40 years and just like, man, I chased your dad in this golf cart, dude. You're not going anywhere. I know this whole town.
I feel like some of those security guards, they're like, I can't catch you, but I'm going to tell my son to beat you up tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, half of them coach the football team, so.
You can be security and a football and the coach?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's like the best way to get a coaching job, I think, was to be like, you got to work at the school. And we're like, all right, well, we all work security. We can't teach anything.
All the coaches at my school, they did either PE or a couple of them did history, taught history.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want a history coach.
No.
We
they
had
were not good.
Our coach was
one of ours slept with a student.
Yeah, what is it with fucking high school football coaches?
He was a wrestling coach. Well, no, I think he did football too. I think he was football and wrestling coach.
Wow. A lot of grabby sports. Two very handsy
sports. A lot of aggressively hugging sports.
All right, girls. So here's your new coach. I mean, I put in to coach you guys again, but it didn't happen. So
yeah. He's only the women's wrestling coach. That was the first. That should have been the first clue.
Yeah, we had a guy who was Coach Tracy who would do like speed and agility drills, and he'd like just look at high school girls and be like, as they like ran by him, like just like making a face. You're like, you're so disgusting. Everyone sees you. Everybody hates you.
Even high schoolers don't do that when they see
exactly. Like, where did you learn that? When does that become a good thing to do?
That's an old person skeevy thing. That's not, you don't do that as a young person looking at
you can do that to like a
people.
40-year-old woman.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay.
Yeah.
This guy is, who cares? I'm down to fuck because I'm 40 and I'm horny. Mm-hmm. You know? But you can't do that to like children. What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking monster? That's horrible.
That's disgusting. We still haven't even rooted that out of school. There's still. I just saw an article like a week ago that was like just teacher has sex with students. I'm like, this is still going on. We haven't figured out how to like interview a teacher to find out if they're gonna probably have sex or possibly have sex with a student.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be like, how do you do that though? I mean,
is that at least one of the questions? Hey, are you gonna have sex?
Are you interested in kids? Hey,
I think.
So this is gonna be uncomfortable. I'm gonna hook you up to this heart rate monitor. We're gonna show you some pictures.
They at least need to be like, how old was your last
just yearbook
boyfriend
pictures.
or girlfriend?
Yeah, exactly.
Or show like couples like, does this couple look weird to you? And there's like a big difference in age, and they're like, no, it looks fine. They're like, you can't be a teacher here. These people are 20 years
like
apart.
They found
Jesus.
love in a society that didn't want them. All right, you gotta go.
Yeah, if they give you one response that's like age is just a number, you're like, no, you can't.
Exactly.
It's really more about like how you feel, and you're like, no, you can't teach at this Oklahoma public school now.
Yeah, exactly. Or any public school. It seems like
I don't think it happens in big cities as much, because in big cities,
it's harder to get a job.
I think the women also there probably want a guy who makes more money than them rather than less.
Yeah, that's true. You live in a city, you're like, I want to go to the fucking Italian place on the top of the Chrysler building.
Yeah, if you live somewhere where you have a nice house being a teacher, then you're like, yeah, I'll go fuck a student or do whatever.
I'll go bang a high school football player, why not?
But if you're like, I work 3 other jobs on the weekends to pay rent at my 1-bedroom apartment, you're not gonna go fuck a student.
Yeah, exactly. You're fucking. If you're side hustling, you know what I mean? If you're like, you also sell something on Instagram and you're a teacher.
If you're a teacher with an OnlyFans.
Yeah, exactly. The one teacher all the students want to fuck. The teacher with the OnlyFans. She's not gonna do it.
Yeah, I know a few teachers who probably would have had OnlyFans
Yeah.
Now, like
Yeah.
during this now,
Yeah.
back when I was going to school, because they were like right out of college, young, you 23, 22, 23. Students liked them. Going through the pandemic, they were like, yeah, I'm going to OnlyFans.
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Hot teacher, that's already a fetish.
Yeah. If I got to teach on Zoom, I got to bang students on OnlyFans.
They're all promoting their
It's
OnlyFans.
all online now.
Their classes.
Yeah,
It's just like a
exactly.
little ticker tape thing at the bottom, scrolling.
Why is your
little
OnlyFans
QR code?
in your teacher bio? You're like, oh, sorry, I thought this was Instagram. Oh,
I get
didn't-
so confused.
I forgot
There's
this
so
was
many
LinkedIn
different-
or whatever the fuck. My bad. Whatever we use.
They accidentally sign into their OnlyFans Zoom name, and it's like Hot Teacher 69. They're like, oh fuck, I didn't mean to teach my class like under this name. It's usually my name.
Sorry, it's my email, and so they just take it.
All the other teacher names have been taken on Zoom at this point.
You can just take a name. You know, there's not
It can just be your
individual
name.
names.
Maybe a school at the beginning of it or something if you need it. What's I feel like we've gone in the teacher route before. We've talked about worst teachers. You have a best teacher?
Best teacher.
It's already great because I don't have an answer either.
Yeah,
and
I'm
it's just like, how hard is it to have a good teacher?
I know, right?
I went to
No,
school
but-
for 12 years.
Dude, okay, Mr. Chapman. Dude, I had Mr. Chapman. He taught history my junior and senior year.
Okay.
And he let me use his classroom to do like a music jam club
Okay.
after school. He like
Yeah,
let
that's
me
a
keep
cool
a drum
teacher.
set in there, and like we'd jam after school.
Yeah.
And it was and it was my senior project was like putting that club together.
That's pretty awesome.
And he let me use his room. He was super cool. He invites me to surf every time I go back, and I'm like, I don't surf. I've never said that.
Also, it's
I've
like
never said I surf.
he's like, you lived in
And
Maui.
he's like, come on, dude, you grew up in
you
here.
have
And I'm
to-
like, I just didn't.
It's
I
in
was
your
always kind of a
bones.
big kid.
Yeah.
You know, I was always heavy. You
Big
know, you
people
can't be.
surf. That's one of the cool things about surfing.
No, I know, but it's like skateboard. I got like thick bones even when I was a kid.
Thick
you know what I
bones?
mean? I got heavy bones. I got
I mean,
real.
you can
I
still
sink.
You-
I
on
sink.
a-
I got dense
on a
bones.
surfboard. You sink.
If I fall off, that's the thing about surfing. You fall off the surfboard sometimes, and then you sink to the bottom of the ocean because you have.
Do you not
heavy
know how to
bones.
swim? I feel like there's a bigger issue here. Did you never
It's
learn
not
to
a-
swim?
I know how to swim,
living
but
on an
I can
island.
I can only move around the bottom because my bones are so heavy. They're not. They're not. There's no. Like, you know, most bones have like kind of. There's air in them. I got no air in my bones.
They're solid bones.
I got solid.
Have you ever
straight-
broken a bone?
Nope.
Oh, all right.
Never.
all right. I guess that sounds good.
The only time I did, I was in a huge car accident.
only time? No,
The
that's
only time I
already.
did, I was in a gigantic car accident where a tire crushed my entire body, and only thing that broke was my weakest bone, my hand, because
Yeah,
that's how thick and strong my bones are.
But the tire only hit your hand.
No,
It didn't hit the rest of your body, too.
no.
I think it would have shattered the rest of your body,
See,
too.
listen, Eric, you don't know what you weren't there. So
A rubber tire? Rubber bounces.
No, a big wheel.
You remember that?
It was a
I'm
metal
rubber,
wheel.
You're glue, whatever you say,
And it-
bounces off me and sticks to you. Rubber is what tires are made out of.
No, but there's
It
the
should
wheel
have
in
bounced
the middle.
off your thick ass hand.
No, but it's made of metal, so it
Tires aren't made of metal.
yeah, in the middle the wheel is. The wheel part.
So you got hit by a hubcap? You got hit by
No, like the whole
the
thing.
whole middle of the wheel?
The whole fucking thing. Do you not know how wheels work? Do you
But
think
I
they're just
think the
inflatable tubes? Like fucking.
They are inflatable tubes.
They're not like river tubes you can go wash down a river with.
Yeah, they're
There's like a bunch of metal in them.
they're dense rubber, like your bones.
Have you ever seen a wheel? I don't think you've even seen. After you take the hubcap off, there's a bunch of metal in it. There's not just more
Yeah, but
rubber.
it's like, yeah, I know, but like a Twinkie has the cream. Look, Twinkie has the cream on the inside. If I threw a Twinkie at you, the soft outside's what's hitting you, not the cream in the middle.
No, the whole thing is hitting because it has the weight of the middle is inside what's hitting you.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
guess.
squirt out like like Twinkies, whatever the fuck you're talking about. Trust, I know a lot about tires, all right, dude. I got fucking. I'll never.
You break your hand on
I
a
learned a
tire,
whole
and now
bunch.
you know everything about him.
It's like it became my life's mission. You know what I mean? I was like, never again.
Just studying
No,
time.
it's like, yeah, exactly. It's like when like a serial killer kills your dad and you become an FBI agent. I'm a tire expert now.
It's more so like someone stabs your father and you start studying knives. It sounds like. You're like, now I work for that. What's that?
Now I work for
cut shop thing that
I work at Walmart, but I'm the knife guy.
like there's no knife guy at Walmart.
Hey, you just stand by the
Like,
knives a lot.
I don't work at Walmart.
I know.
I spend a lot of time at Walmart.
It's where I do most of my studying. It's like my library. So many
I
knives.
think there's some people at Walmart that just hang out in an area that they're like just want to talk to people about. They're just bored.
It's like the guy at Guitar Center who like, oh, that's a sick riff, dude. You come over and you're like, are you just hanging out here all day? Why are you fucking... You just buy the basketball stuff? Like,
were you
just
not able to
dribbling?
find friends to join a band? Yeah, just over by the like fishing gear.
Yeah, with a fucking bait hat.
Yeah, the long john things or whatever. Not long johns, overalls.
Hello, sir. I was about to go fishing, and I was wondering if you have any tips.
I like the big like swamp fly fishing gear because it looks like you just grab fish and just pull them into your suit.
I think that's what it is. You put them in your pants.
You just have
and they
them
wiggle
filled up
around
with
in
water.
there. Yeah.
You're like a fish tank.
It's like the opposite of those like big ball dresses like girls had. You know what I mean? That was
more
the
like
male
the
version.
disco.
They flipped it over. And they're like, look at how many fish I can carry.
They should really make those clear instead of camouflage.
Yeah, right. You're in a
You
walking
can see the
aquarium,
fish.
dude. Holy shit.
Hey, let us see what you caught.
Go hang out in Long Beach and take some aquarium money, dude.
I want to know if you're a good fisherman.
I'm
or
gonna be
not.
an aquarium grifter. Just stand outside the Long Beach aquarium, like, you don't need to go in there, dude. Check out my pants. I got a bunch of fish.
Yeah, usually you get arrested if you try to get people to look inside your pants. Outside of an aquarium, probably. Hey, you want to see what's in here?
Yeah. Oh, is that a?
No, I was gonna go see.
There's
fish.
a little cuttlefish. There's an eel. Oh, that's his little dick.
Oh, that's
Never
his
mind.
dick.
That's his.
Oh yeah, I forgot to wear underwear.
I'm a sexual predator, but I like to give you something that you actually did enjoy.
I like to really put on a show.
Yeah. I don't want you to have only bad memories of this.
I just want to be the most memorable sexual
The fish
predator.
were cool, though, right? The fish were. I know I showed you my dick, but when have you seen a rockfish before?
It's like a guy in a trench coat who's like juggling first.
Yeah,
like,
that's the finale.
The juggling
You
was
son
cool.
of a bitch. Oh well, that juggling was pretty good.
At the end, he drops the balls but catches his own balls.
Yeah. Whoa!
Oh, he got me.
Fucking son of a bitch.
But
All
boy, did
right.
he work for it.
All right, you're under arrest. Come with me.
It's still super illegal what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I can't allow you to. But wow, what a show. That's how you do it, Tin Man. He yells at the tin guy. He's like, I can't. If I do it again, I'll go to jail forever.
all the out of work subway workers went there. Like anyone who did
Like
Subway
the restaurant?
tricks or dances or
Oh,
anything, because they were live entertainers, so they couldn't like make the switch to OnlyFans. But this is the live action OnlyFans.
Yeah. You think that'd be like there's an OnlyFans for like Subway guitar player guys? Like they're on
I think it's
OnlyFans?
Patreon.
Yeah, that is. Is this for Patreon?
I think this one's public, but Patreon's still,
Are we doing
still sad.
Are we doing Subway sidewalk entertainment, but online?
I don't know if that's what we're doing, but
No. Can you imagine someone podcasting
It is grifting
in the
in a
subway,
way.
dude? It would be fucking.
that's I
You have like a little tip jar and then like an album of your thing.
It's just a QR code to scan that takes you to your YouTube or something, or Spotify.
Exactly. That's probably a great idea.
It's actually a good idea. We should just.
But I bet people would hate it. I bet everyone there would hate it. People would listen and be like, "This is a great podcast."
Yeah.
I'm glad this isn't happening while I'm there. But
I don't want to see it. Well, I mean, you're just sitting in public talking loudly.
Yeah, probably talking about people though.
Who are passing?
I imagine. You
so it's like a crowd work podcast.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? Talk to each other with all this setup? It's kind of rude.
I mean, yeah.
You know, you play music to people on the subway, and then they're
play
like, "Hey,
about the people
fuck
on
you."
the subway.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess we're talking to each other for people.
Yeah, not two people.
Yeah, and not about
that's live streaming. The whole other world.
Yeah, that's an AMA.
Yeah,
but like no reverse AMA where we're asking everyone questions.
What do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? Nice coat. Just get robbed.
What's under the coat?
Like, all right.
Oh, it's a gun. Oh, dang it. I think that'd be my first response if I was getting robbed. I'd be like, "Oh, dang it!"
All right,
and
you got me.
And then fear probably, but first I'd be like, "Man, this sucks. What a bad day."
I'd probably be like, "Come on."
Yeah, really?
I'd be like, "Come on, man. You don't gotta."
Mugging, that's so outdated. You can't.
Yeah.
People in Nigeria are just stealing money from unemployment. You can't do that.
Dude, so I got into an accident a couple days ago.
Yeah.
A different one. They were like years apart from the entire thing, so it's not like I'm doing this all the time. Getting in car
It's not a bit. You're like, it's not a stand-up bit. You're like just re-upping when your accident was. Recently, I went through a divorce.
Yeah. So the other day, I was in an accident. It was like 5 years ago.
No, it happened again.
Yeah, no, this is real. But I got hit leaving my driveway. And this fucking tow truck guy pulled up, and the cops were there, and he was like, "Hey, make sure like that guy is here because your insurance called them." People like just pull up and steal cars from accidents, but they're tow trucks.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, "That's a crime."
That's a
people
good
do?
idea.
That's such a cool idea. I literally thought, I was like, "What a cool, good idea." Not cool, but it is cool. And you know what they called it? So first I'm like, wow, that's a fucking crazy crime. What a
yeah.
I didn't even think of that. That's probably like a super old crime too. That's been around since like tow trucks have been around. That
was around way before cell phones.
That's like people chewing on toothpicks and flipping coins told henchmen to go do that. You know what I mean? Like that's an old like money shark trick or something like that. But yeah. So he was like, yeah, watch out for people. And so the cop was like, "Hey, I need to see some like certification that you did get the message from the insurance." And he like showed him it, and he's like, "You're not bird dogging, right?" And he's like, "I'm not bird dogging." I was like, "Bird dogging? That is so cool. Dogging? This just gets cooler and cooler."
I don't understand why they used either of those words for this.
I know, the bird dogging. What does that mean?
So you're watching for dogs to swoop in on the dog?
Maybe you're like a bird, and then you swoop in, become a dog.
No, I think you become a tow truck.
No, maybe it's like bird. It's like a bird picking up a dog, which is the tow truck.
Is the dog the car or the people?
The dog
that are losing their car now.
The dog is the. Oh, that's true. Could it be the people?
Yeah. What were you in this scenario?
What are the people? Yeah.
Are you an animal?
I'm nothing, dude.
You're not even.
I'm not even.
You're not
involved.
even in the equation.
I'm a faceless victim to these bird doggers. But yeah, I was like, "I'm not bird dogging, dog." And I was like, "That's a really cool thing to say." And so they took my car, and I called the collision thing today, and they were like, "We don't have your car." I was like, "I got bird dogged."
They're like, "What?"
Yeah, I was like, "No, it's bird dogging."
They're like, "That's not a thing." You're like, "Oh, it was the cop. Yeah. The cop was the cop did it."
I also got bird dogged, fucking linguistically.
The cop just made up the
He
thing.
just made up a thing, and the
then
guy
he was
agreed.
in cahoots with the guy who you thought was the real tow truck. So you got pigberg dogged.
Yeah, pig dogged. No, but I did get bird dogged a little bit. But then I called the tow company, and they were like, "We have your car, so it's okay."
So they're just lying to you.
No, well the people at the body shop didn't have it.
Oh, okay.
And so Everyone was telling the truth.
'Cause
But
I
I
feel-
thought for a second, I was like, I got fucking bird dog, dude.
I do feel like people in tow yards probably just like look out their window, and if they don't see your car, they're like, "Yeah, I don't have it."
I want to start bird dogging though. That's a good
You gotta
pandemic
get a tow
investment.
truck.
How much is a tow truck?
I don't know.
Can't be that
More
much.
than you have, probably.
Steal a few
It's
cars with a
it's
tow truck. You
big
could pay off
car.
a tow truck easily. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
pays
but-
for itself. You get it on loan. You get it back. 2-3 car.
Oh, wait.
2-3 bird dog
I want
jobs.
to see
You're
you go.
fucking.
I want to see you
you're
go
in
to
the
the
green.
bank. I want to see you go to the bank to get this loan for your tow truck. Like, do you have any
For
tow
my
truck
bird
experience?
dogging scheme.
No, I'm just gonna be a bird dogger. Like a what? I'm gonna go
It's like,
steal
an
people's cars.
investor.
Yeah.
I invest in car accidents.
Don't worry, you'll get your money back.
But like, when you gotta have like, I feel like we gotta get a team together. If we're
Well,
gonna bird dog,
you need
we gotta
a-
have a scout, right?
You need a chop shop at the end of this to sell the cars to, right?
All right, so
This is not as easy as
let me
like
think, let me
I
think,
have a
let me
stolen
think.
car. Now I have money. This is like stealing a painting. You need also someone to sell that stolen painting to.
I would totally just steal a painting.
You're like, I've got the
You're
Mona
like,
Lisa.
All right, well, someone's gonna buy it.
What?
It's a freaking Mona Lisa. Who
can't-
wouldn't want to
You
fucking?
can't put a stolen car up on eBay.
I know. I would not be a good bird dogger. Not a good bird dog.
Not a good criminal at all. You haven't thought out anything.
All right, so I need a fence, is what you're saying. I need a bird dog. I need a fence for this bird dog to sit on.
You need at least a bear. You need a monkey in there, probably. You need a platypus, I think.
All right, who do you know with a chop shop?
I don't know anyone with a chop shop.
Why are you bringing? You don't know?
I'm not in the crime
Why are
world.
you talking about this?
I'm
Why are you
broke.
talking about this if you don't know any chop shops?
I'm just saying you
know, people-
absolutely need one.
You know, people like in the music world. You know, there's probably
That's not the same thing.
fucking reach out to Columbia or one of your friends, or the director of Columbia, who you have a direct line to.
Director of Columbia Music or Columbia the
Columbia
country?
Records, both.
Oh.
Okay, there's an idea. We just need someone with a boat. We can ship the cars, take them out of the country. Even better.
Boat's a whole other loan. That's
But boat is like the tow. Okay. So
We're
we
getting a
take
lot
a
of
loan
loans.
out. We take a loan out.
We're not going
on
to be
the
able to
tow
put this
truck,
against our Dogecoin. I don't.
on the tow truck. Dogecoin. Of course. That's how we'll buy the chop shop.
Yeah, we're gonna sell. Well, it's at least how we sell the car. You have to pay in Bitcoin, probably, right?
Like, so someone has to pay you, and we'd make Bitcoin
Yeah, we make
Through-
Bitcoin.
selling the cars. Okay. Well, I mean, that's a whole nother. You got to find a chop shop with Bitcoin access. I feel like they're
I don't
paying
know.
in
That
cash.
might be regular. Okay, well,
How advanced
cash
do you
can be
think like a
tracked.
chop shop is?
No one even takes cash anymore. I don't want cash.
Ew. Plague-ridden cash? No, thank you.
Even Trader Joe's is like, please don't pay us in cash. Like real big on the plexiglass.
I pay in cash sometimes, and I'm always like,
Like I have to touch
they
things
do it.
that you've touched.
they do it though.
Like you just touched all my food. You're not even wearing gloves.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you.
You just scratched your gross chest hair, you fucking piece of shit.
All they really do is spray you with alcohol shit for your hands. You been sprayed there? Your hands are wet the entire trip now. I find myself rubbing the hand sanitizer off onto the shopping cart.
Yeah, right. And like, am I cleaning the shopping
Am I
cart,
cleaning the
or-
shopping cart or uncleaning my hands? I just jerked
How
off
does this
this
work?
shopping
Does
cart. There's no head sanitary.
But yeah, we'll get a loan out in the chop shop and the tow truck. It'll just have to be a big loan. That's my final.
Oh, that's easy.
It's got to be a big loan.
Yeah, getting big loans is super easy. Just tell them that you're
I have decent
part of a
credit.
major
I
corporation
have
or something.
pretty good credit. Like a 5 something.
That's not good credit for first off.
No, I think it's a 6.
Still
I think
barely
it's like a
getting
6.
to
I think
satisfactory.
it's a 640. It's just like right on the line of satisfactory.
Most
What
banks don't want to
kinda-
give you a car loan until you're in the 700s.
I got a no, I didn't get a loan for my car. Now it's taken to some
Yeah,
chop
gone,
shop.
right.
Taken to some
You're
chop shop with a
bird-dogged.
guy with a good idea. You probably got a loan. So I need to get my credit up, then I can start bird dogging.
I like that people are doing old, because that is for sure
That's
old
a very
scam.
old crime.
It was.
It feels like selling cigarettes.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
that's
when
the
you're
same
like,
shit.
oh, there's no way there'd be a tow truck here that's not the tow truck I need, and no one could ever have a tow truck and then steal things.
But also, I didn't think that at all.
Yeah.
I was like, tow truck's here.
I got,
someone
tried to super old scam me. They tried to 90s scam me. There were two guys in a van, and they tried to
hi,
sell
I'm
me.
a Nigerian prince.
We're Nigerian princes.
We're Nigerian princes.
Like,
give me all your money.
I can see
I don't know how to
you.
do this scam.
It's an internet scam.
It's an internet scam.
I don't have the internet.
All right, well, we're just robbing you then.
Yeah, I have a gun still. This old-fashioned way. No, they tried to sell me the audio equipment.
Yeah, that's right. You told me that.
Hey, we got audio equipment. I'm like, this is an old scam. I've been alive too long.
This is the oldest. This is from like a Sylvester Stallone cop movie kind of scam. Like, this is fucking. This is an Arnold Schwarzenegger as the fucking kindergarten cop scam.
Yeah, you can't scam me with things that my grandpa warned me about.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think of another scam.
What are some old?
I can't.
The old in-person scams. I can't think of any good ones anymore.
Selling vacuums, but that was just a real job.
Still,
it seems like a scam on
door-to-door
the people
salesman.
or people who are selling it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Door-to-door salesman was a scam.
Yeah,
even though they were selling you real things.
It was a job, but it was like totally not.
It was a scam of a job.
Well, that's what MLM is.
Yeah,
it's just getting outsourcing your door-to-door salesman. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's making it
I remember
sending it to China.
I remember going to an MLM thing with a buddy and his parents. And his parents were like part of it and getting into it, and they were like breaking down all the math of all the stuff. And I was in high school. I was like, oh yeah. And they like looked at me. They're like, you understand that? I was like, yeah, they're scamming you. Like, you don't understand what's going on. Yeah. He literally drew a pyramid. It's he was at the top of it. You guys were somewhere towards the bottom, middle if you do well.
See, what he did was he removed you from that pyramid and put you on top of your own.
Yeah.
And now
he made smaller pyramids.
He made you think you're in charge of your little tiny pyramid.
Like, you can get to the top of the pyramid, sort of.
Technically, everyone is their own pyramid, so it's okay. But you're all under my pyramid.
Yeah, it's like every man's an island or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. We're an archipelago of success.
You need other people's resources from their other islands. You think there's a bird dogging MLM group?
Maybe
that's how you get in. You find a group that's like, hey, all I need you to do is go get the cars.
I need $2,000 from you.
I'll give you one of these,
and you'll get
trucks,
a cut from the chop shop. Is that what we're talking about?
No,
like they'd pay for the chop shop.
Invest in a chop shop.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, because we need
like it's stock or something. Like, how do I buy stock in this illegal business?
So if everyone gives me $2,000, then I can buy the chop shop.
That's GoFundMe.
Way more money. I need way more money than this.
You're thinking of the scam of GoFundMe.
Yeah. Yeah, you could bird dog scam or MLM. You can MLM bird dog.
When I started out, I was just one man in a truck. I didn't even know a chop shop. Look at me now.
I was just stealing cars.
Now I'm hiring.
Nowhere to take them.
I'm hiring birds and/or dogs. I don't know who's what in this equation still.
That would be great, though. My apartment manager comes up and you're like, "Hey, so we noticed there's a bunch of crashed cars that aren't registered to you in all your parking spots. I know it's your parking spots and you can do whatever you want with them, but just what's up with the?
But it's getting concerning.
The junkyard. There's a lot of scrap metal around. It's not.
It's like look. I'm not gonna ask you if you drugs or drink too much or anything, but
are you bird dogging?
But you were passed out in front of your apartment the other morning. I gotta ask questions at some point.
You're like, no, this is a healthy, completely straight edge bird dog scam. I'm scamming people out of their crashed cars. You know, when people are at their most vulnerable, I take advantage of them.
Being a part of an MLM scam that's also a scam is fun, though, because they're like, you know, that's a scam. You're like, yeah, I know it's a scam. You're like, no, the MLM part's the scam. No, it's all a scam.
No, it's completely a scam.
We're stealing cars. It's crime.
That's just a crime. It's not a scam. It's a felony.
Crime's just big scams.
Yeah, if you do enough scams, that's a crime.
Yeah. Crimes are scams you can't get out of in court.
Yeah. Sort of like lesser crimes, like stealing some DVDs. Is that just like a scam? Because no one cares?
I think that's theft.
No, but it's like, but who cares? So it's a scam. Even though it is definitely theft, but who gives a shit?
Maybe it's a scam if you're doing it mildly from your own company. I think it's still.
No, you gotta trick people out of their DVDs. That's what it is. That's what makes it a scam.
If
you just take stuff, then it's thievery. But if you're like convincing people to give you, they're like,
I think the scams
stuff,
the like Columbia House where they're like, it's a penny for 29 DVDs, and then you get charged like $50 a month after that for a DVD or two. That's a scam.
That's a scam. I think bird dogging is a scam too. Because stealing cars is just going in and like fucking breaking into the car, stealing it, or pulling up, attaching it to your tow truck, pulling it in, driving away. Bird dogging, you're like, hi, I'm here from the tow company. Give me your keys. Let me just pull it up. Thank you so much, sir. Get everything you need out of your car. Right. No worries. And then you leave and you wave at them goodbye, and they wave to you, and they say, what a nice guy taking my car. And then you laugh the whole way to the to your chop shop.
By your logic, if you can trick people out of their money, then
that's a scam.
It's not thievery.
That's a scam because they were stupid. It is wrong.
I think,
but
it's
it
still
is a
stealing
scam.
a car.
I don't know.
I think in the eyes of the law.
Yeah, in the eyes of the law,
not
definitely.
Not in the eyes of Willie, but in the eyes of the law.
You mean morally?
No, morally,
it's not stealing.
Very wrong.
It's a scam.
No,
morally, it's a scam.
Morally, it's stealing. Hypothetically, it's a scam.
No.
Legally, it's stealing.
It's stealing. Yes.
But
But it also is because you're like, here's my keys, thank you, sir. You know, that's like you got tricked. That's fair game.
I guess so. If you went into a store and you're like, I'm part of loss prevention or whatever, and I need to check out some of these diamonds you have, and then you leave with
and then the
diamonds.
Store guy's like, yeah, sure, take my diamonds, loss prevention. Then he's a moron, and he deserves to be scammed and totally fair and legal. But not unless it's
legal,
to me.
For sure. It's absolutely not legal to do that. It might be.
You can make a case for it.
You could make a
case
like, you could win for it.
Hey, this guy,
very good case.
This guy gave me his keys. He was like, "Take my car." I didn't know I was.
That's like
I thought I was just here. I was like, "Hey, do you have any cars to donate?"
The easier side. The easier side of this scam is the pretending to be a valet and taking someone's car.
No, that's stealing.
How come that's stealing? Because you don't have a tow truck?
Well, it's because they're not going to look for their car. And like the car's already broken. You know what I mean? You got scammed out of your broken car. If you did, actually,
I don't know.
They're pretty much the same thing.
You're still getting reimbursed from
if
insurance
anything,
the same.
Yeah.
You're not getting more because the car's damaged. You're getting the same if it's gone.
Is that right? If my car gets stolen, you get like...
Yeah, you get whatever they were going to give you if it's totaled.
Word. So you can just be like, my car's stolen. And I'll just give you...
Yeah, that's also a scam.
That's a scam. Okay. So that's a scam.
It's also fraud. It's called insurance fraud.
Okay, but is that stealing then? Or is that a scam?
Well, the person who you had take your car so that you can do insurance fraud, it's not them stealing, but it's probably you stealing from insurance. But that's where the fraud comes in.
But I'm like tricking them. They're like, here's money. I'm not going in there breaking in and like, give me all your fucking insurance money.
I think tricking people out of thousands of dollars is called stealing. It's for sure called fraud. I don't know if fraud doesn't count as
Okay.
theft,
Okay,
but
okay.
it still is
How about
illegal.
this? So I get bird dogged. Let's say I'm in an accident. I get bird dogged. Oh well, it is what it is.
Also, I thought bird dogging was when you like hit your friend between the legs like that or something. Like bird dogged you. It's like a teabagging or something.
I've never done that to my friends.
You ever done that?
Just grabbing their legs.
You walk up behind them? No, actually, it's no, I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, you walk up behind them and you just do that between their legs. It's very unsettling. Like, what are you? Oh,
that's hilarious. That's not bird dogging though. Bird dogging is scamming suckers out of their broken cars. I have nothing but respect for bird dogging.
What about bird doging? That's when you go convince people their Dogecoin's worthless and they give it to you, and then you make a bunch of money off of it. You idiot!
And give me all your Dogecoin.
No, that sounds like
that
sounds like a stick up.
That's just stealing. Yeah.
When you tell someone, "Give me all your something," that's stealing.
So I get, but what I was saying, I get bird dogged. You know what I mean? They take my car away. I get insurance money. So I'm down a car, but I have the money for it.
Yeah.
Insurance had to pay me anyway.
Right.
Bird dogger wins. You know, there's no
right.
It's almost a victimless crime. Bird dogging.
Yeah, it's the insurance is the victim.
No, I know, but
you're only really a victim if you left stuff in the car.
Yeah.
Or you loved that car.
Yeah, or if it was totally fixable and you
like
loved it.
Yeah, if you're someone who had like if that car had a name.
Yeah, you're like, no. But yeah, I mean,
no, if I got bird dogged, I'd be like, I gotta go get a new car, I guess.
I guess I got bird dogged. And you're like, damn. You know, it's not like a crime you go get revenge for. You know?
No, I wouldn't go get revenge.
Like if someone stole your car, you'd be like, I can find a way to get this motherfucker back. But you get bird dogged, and you're like,
yeah, but that's
a good play.
And that's a good idea, anyways. If your car's getting towed, take all your stuff out of it.
Yeah,
they might steal it.
Yeah, exactly. That's just
or anyone with the tow yard. Someone might break into the tow yard. Someone might bird dog the tow yard.
Holy shit! Bird dog the bird doggers.
Whoa.
That's getting into fucking... There's like bird dog gangs just bird dogging each other.
Someone shows up at...
They're just stealing each other's like mom's cars.
Someone shows up at...
family involved, huh?
Someone shows up at the chop shop and they're like, no, boss said it's got to go to the other chop shop down the street. Like, he was in the rival bird dogging gang. This is the Blue Jays Shepherds. And he's part of the... Flamingo Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're just...
They've named their birds and dogs.
I was thinking it's like, those bastards at ACM. And you're like, what is ACM? Is that like the gang? It's like, no, it's ACM Towing. It's
it's just a real towing company.
It's a company. Yeah, it's the name of the company.
They stole it back. Man. We really can't file a complaint on this.
Those ex-boys down the street. Express Towing. That's what the...
Hey, someone stole me a car that I got given fair and square through a scam.
Yeah. What if you buy the bird dogged car?
That's where you know it's theft. Is if you can't...
Well,
if you can't file a police report on something that happened to you because you also did something, then your scam's illegal. I think all scams are illegal.
I think all scams are illegal, but are they... What we're trying to get to is it stealing? You're saying yes, and I'm saying...
I think it's stealing.
And I'm saying scams...
What do you guys think?
Are a matter of trickery. It's a trickery. It's a mischievous...
I don't know. Pointing a gun at someone's tricking them into giving you... What if they were never going to shoot you?
Threatening someone is stealing. Tricking them into being like, hey, you want to hold my gun? And then they hold it, and then you like, no, that's still
you grab
stealing.
their wallet?
That's still stealing.
Well, that's just stupid that they let you get away. That's on you. If someone gives you a gun and you don't shoot the person stealing
it's when you're like,
wallet.
you want to hold my gun? I'll sell that gun to you for $30. And they're like, yeah, sure. And you give them $30, and they use it, and it fucking breaks on them, and you're like, ha ha ha.
That's a
scam.
That's a 1920 scam.
That's a scam right there. That's not stealing.
I got him.
You still got the money in their wallet.
Ran away with a sack of coins.
You still used a gun.
Yeah.
But you used trickery, so it clears your name. You're fine.
Is pickpocketing then?
That's stealing because you're just taking stuff. If you were like, "Hello, sir, could you empty out your pocket?" You go like this, and he's like, "Whoa." And you're like, all right, cool. And he just leaves, and you get to pick it all up.
If you're like, I'm a magician, give me a $20 bill. And
that's
then
a bad scam.
What if you're like, I'm going to do a magic trick with your $20 bill, and then you give them back a $1 bill, and then you leave with their $20.
That's a scam.
That's a scam?
That's a scam, and it's not stealing. Because
I don't know.
There's a wow factor. That's what makes it a scam.
If you get someone to go wow.
Yeah, if you're like, wow. Yeah, and you're like, you've given up all...
Now you just paid for the show, I guess.
In a way, yeah.
You paid to be robbed.
Yeah, kind of. It's street art. I'm a street artist. You want to buy this?
It's a feathery
buy this old shit?
Street artist who has watches in his coat.
Yeah. No, they're real watches.
Real stolen watches.
Yeah, is reselling stolen stuff? Is that stealing? Or a scam, or something else entirely.
If you're the buyer?
If you're selling stolen watches.
Yes, that's illegal.
Say you bought watches, didn't know they were stolen, now you're reselling them. Are you scamming, or are you just selling stuff?
I think you're just selling stuff if you don't know. Like, if you thought you had a real Rolex and sold it, and then someone's like, hey, this is a fake Rolex.
No, what if you knew they were fake? You knew they were fake.
Oh, well, if you know they're fake.
But you didn't know they're stolen.
Oh, okay. Well, are you selling them as real Rolexes?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not going to be like, hey, you want some shitty fake Rolexes?
Then that part's illegal, but you didn't steal the watches.
No. It's a gray area.
Those petty crimes. I feel like at this point, you take their fake watches and let them go.
We're getting into some really petty crimes. I don't know. But we're going to start. This is a bird dog podcast.
Yeah. I am very curious. I want to meet someone who bird dogs now.
I know, right? Life of a bird dog.
They do.
Bird dog down.
Discovery Channel does tow truck shit.
Yeah. It's like Ice Road Truckers, but it's guys who just
bird
dog. Bird doggers around LA. Just steal cars from accident scenes.
Bird dogging's it's a tough business because you waste a lot of gas.
It's like that Miami tow show, but it's bird doggers who like pull up at brutal scenes, and you're like, oh god, it looks like the fire department's here. It looks like one car's on fire. All right, we're just gonna back up. There's that one. It's still okay. It looks like the wheels all move, and they attach it, and they just pull off from the fucking.
Keys, and they grab the keys while the guy's still giving a statement to the cops.
Yeah.
I had to pull my kid out of the car. It was a horrible scene. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And there's
keys.
And
they're in the background. There's
whatever.
There's some big fat lesbian lady who's gonna fight people stealing a car in the back. Yeah, like those Miami tow fucking shows.
I'm into it. I think we could sell this show to...
I think that'd be a great show.
To at least Quibi, probably. Quibi was a scam.
LA Bird Doggers, we'll call it.
Quibi was a scam of some sort.
Yeah, Quibi was definitely a scam.
If you paid for Quibi, you got scammed.
No, Quibi just sucked. See, that's the thing about selling. That's like they sold fake watches without knowing they were fake.
I guess, yeah.
They were like, here's a great watch that we could all watch stupid things on.
Their investors got scammed.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they took all the money and paid people really, really well to make stuff that wasn't going to succeed.
Yeah. I think it was...
It's like having a shitty Kickstarter. We're like, we know we can't make this product that we just showed you.
But thanks for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least some actors made some money.
Yeah. Sure.
At least some millionaires.
At least some millionaires made millions.
Some millions.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I care about.
They needed them during this time. We happened to be in a pandemic. Quibi saved these millionaires from not getting to be millionaires anymore.
Yeah. Well, If you guys see any car accidents, call Eric's phone number.
I want to see people trying to tow away cars with their truck or car.
Yeah.
Not even a tow truck, just pull up with your car. I'm going to pull up with my Kia. Be like, can I see your keys?
No,
And then throw them to you, and you just drive away with their broken car. What, does that count if they give you their keys?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gave the guy my keys. I would have been like, hey,
What if you just
all's
did it?
fair, all's fair that ends fair.
So bird dog someone while you see the tow truck guy's even there, and you're just like, hey, I'm the tow truck guy. And then you get their keys and then just drive off in their car.
No, if you drive away in their car, that's just regular stealing.
No, that doesn't.
I think that's stealing.
I don't think the tow truck
If you
makes
get a
it
tow
not
truck,
stealing.
it makes it like you put effort
That's
into
insane.
it. You put effort into it. you put a little bit of care.
think theft's
There's
based
some
off
fluff,
amount of
you know,
effort.
There's a little showmanship. He had a whole time. He had to dress up like a tow guy too.
Okay, so
he wasn't
Ocean's-
just dressed like me. He
Ocean's
was like
11.
Ocean's 11.
And they did not steal the money from the casinos because they put in a lot of effort.
I mean, they made it look of the guys who were pretending to be security guards.
They technically got him to give them the money out of the safe.
That's right. So that's just a scam. That's fair. Totally legal.
It's crazy, but, if I'm going to ever have to do anything that's in a moral gray area, I'm coming to you. We'll figure it out. All right. Well, if you're a millionaire or own Bitcoin or just made a bunch of money off Dogecoin, we do these every week on Patreon for just $1.
Just $1.
That will be one Dogecoin. If all goes well.
If this works, dude.
If Elon Musk can save us.
Yeah, donate to the Chop Shop Fund. We're going to start bird dogging
all
around L.A.
Once we hit $2,000 a month, we're buying a tow truck, I guess.
Catch our new VH1 series, L.A. Bird Doggers.
If you ever see us show up to get your car, know that we're stealing it.
No. We're not stealing it. We're bird dogs.
Nothing good ever comes from someone smiling with their mouth open. Never trust that person. No one smiles when you can see their mouth. Teeth is fine. Open mouth's questionable. All right, we'll see you next week if we're not in jail somewhere for whatever scams that we're doing. 2021, year of scams.
Year of scams. We're pulling more scams. Bird dogging everywhere. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thanks again for listening to the Two Dumb Babies Secret Podcast. If you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe on Patreon at patreon.com/twodumbbabies, where you can get every episode for just $1 a month. Pretty good.